Today, I'm going aggro in Historic Brawl with Tajic, Legion's Edge. Let's take a look. Hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today, playing some Boros in Historic Brawl. Gonna get aggressive, gonna beat down some opponents, gonna have a whole bunch of fun. Playing Tajic, Legion's Edge. Now, this is a deck that I've actually wanted to build for quite some time, but I've shied away from it simply because I think aggro decks don't make the best Brawl content. But a friend requested that I play Tajic as a commander and that I build a deck around the Mentor mechanic. Now, unfortunately, the Mentor mechanic is not so robust in Magic Arena. Don't have a whole lot of choices. So originally the deck started out as a Mentor deck, but then slowly turned into a Boros Good Stuff deck. And then I kind of realized that, well, I was just playing a whole bunch of humans, so I may as well build a human tribal deck, and this is where I'm at with it. It's a whole lot of fun to play. They should be some pretty fast games. Hopefully I'll be able to churn through quite a few of them. So gonna go check that out now and see how it goes. See you over there. All right, time for some humans in Brawl, playing Tajic, hoping that I'm going to dodge Yawgmoth. You wouldn't believe how many times I've gone up against Yawgmoth, Thran Physician, since building this deck. It's a little bit absurd that somehow I keep running into the exact counter to my deck. But that's the way it goes. All right, opening hand, looking okay, although a little bit light on land. Going to need to find the third and the fourth land very soon, but if I can do that, I have an unbelievable curve going Aspirant into Tajic into Aurelia. Luminarch Aspirant, there it is. Luminarch Aspirant plus Tajic is so awesome. If they can't deal with it, the Aspirant keeps pumping up Tajic, and I can just, that Mentor mechanic just goes off so well. Okay, missed the land, but gonna go with what is expected. Hopefully they don't have a fatal push. If they have a push for the Luminarch Aspirant, it's kind of annoying. Is what it is, though. Okay, cool. So now Tajic mentored the Luminarch up to a 3/3, but the Luminarch Aspirant puts Tajic up to a 4/3. So I can just keep doing this every turn if they don't have a way of dealing with it. They are playing a Nicol Bolas deck, though, so you better believe they are playing a whole bunch of sweepers and board wipes. A Anger of the Gods right now would be devastating. They don't have an Anger, though. Huh. Okay, well, gonna try attacking in. Vraska's Contempt. Cool. Alright. I kind of want to cast this cast out to get a land drop, and then I can kill the Planeswalker with the Fateful Absence. So let's do this. Let's go see if we can find a land. Don't find a land. Find a Tithes Taker. Tithes Taker is okay, though. Yeah, let's do that. Underappreciated card, I think. Tithes Taker, during your turn, spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast, and activated abilities cost 1 more to activate unless they are mana abilities. But they have this, which is a little annoying. I guess I will sacrifice the Tithe Taker because I do get a 1/1 Spirit with the Aftermath ability. And I find my land, so I can go out with the Aurelia. Yeah, sure. Let's put a lot of pressure on the opponent. I think it doesn't really matter. +2. Aurelia, pretty cool card. Lot on it. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose... let's put it on the Spirit. Choose up to 1 target creature you control until end of turn. That creature gets +2/+0 and gains trample. Let's get rid of the swords, I think. I might regret that, but yeah. And then if it's red, gains +2/+0, gains trample if it's red, and gains vigilance if it's white. This card always reads in such a weird way to me, but it's a cool card. Found the land. I can actually slam Tajic. Why not? We'll go attacking. We are going to definitely be killing Nicol Bolas, pumping up the 2/2 Spirit to a 3/3. Maybe. Oh, don't. Okay, I know what I just missed. Okay, don't don't worry too much. Things are going to work out. I realize doing 3 extra damage to the opponent's face with a lightning bolt in hand probably would have been the better way to go about things, especially since they have Nicol Bolas. All right. So I worked today. And I'm busy. I was busy. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't played Magic in a while because I've been playing Diablo 2, actually. But they had the Eldest Reborn hitting the 3rd saga, which brings back Nicol Bolas. Thankfully, I might still get out of this. They have 3 mana open. Okay. Okay. I don't feel so bad now. Okay. We got them dead a couple of ways. Sketch. Very, very sketchy. But that's fine. I'm dealing excitement, right? Look at that. Ended on a much more interesting note, I think. Next one. Alright, game 2. Wow. Going from Niv-Mizzet to... Not Niv-Mizzet. Nicol Bolas to Niv-Mizzet. Pretty awesome. This hand is so sketchy with only 1 creature, but the Aspirant plus Tajic is such an awesome combo that I kind of want to risk it. They are on Gigantha and Niv-Mizzet, so bad things are abound, I'm sure. I'm going to keep it. I think this is probably an okay one to risk, but things could go really sideways. Also, I love having a Braid in my opening hand. Anytime they have an early artifact, it's always going to be good to take that out. People keep Mind Stones or the Signets, Arcane Signet, that's what it's called, when they have like a risky mana base or land base, and that can really set people off. While my opponent is thinking about their first play, you know, that ever so important first land play, let me know what you think about the audio quality. While I was at work today, I was watching YouTube videos because that's what people do when they're at work, right? They work so hard and watch videos. And I stumbled across a video that talked about filters for your microphone on OBS. That's not something I've really messed around with. I've messed around with other filters, but not audio filters for some reason. The audio quality has always been okay, in my opinion, for what I'm making. But it seemed pretty easy, so when I got home today, before I started recording, I threw on a couple of filters. I did a few test recordings, but I didn't do it too extensively. So, you'll have to let me know if it sounds okay, if it sounds any better. Yeah, try to get that nice buttery smooth audio quality at some point, right? That'd be cool. So, the opponent has a Fey Burrow Elder, which I don't particularly like. I think I'm just going to take care of it, stop them from going out with a whole bunch of mana, and I may as well put out the Thraben Inspector. Investigate a little bit, get in for 2, and I think I'm going to pump up the Inspector. Hopefully, this card's pretty cool. I love seeing this card. That's too bad. Next one. Alright, hopefully not another short game. I don't like leaving the short games in, but I think it does illustrate the power of early removal. Keeping those hands with, you know, a key piece of removal can be really awesome. It just sets the opponent back so much and they just can't be bothered, especially when they're playing 5-color greedy stuff. This opening hand looks pretty sweet. I like having Karizev along with the Hopeful Initiate. I don't think the training works with Ragavan, unfortunately. Yeah, because they will have already attacked, and this is when it attacks. So that's a little bit of a non-bow, but it's okay. Eventually we'll get the Legion War Boss onto the field. I'm not too worried about removal from the opponent, so I think I want to be more aggressive than not. So I'll put out Karizev instead of the Mind Stone, and then start getting some nice damage on the opponent. But yeah, I didn't want to cut... Ooh, there's the Arcane Signet. Don't have the removal for it this time. I didn't want to cut that last game because I talked about the audio thing, and I don't want to talk about the audio thing again. I don't want to repeat myself. All right. I do have a Conclave Tribunal, which would allow me to get rid of an Arcane Signet. But I think it's probably better just to get the Legion War Boss onto the field. Good attack here. They taxed my Tajic, unfortunately, but I can get it down maybe in 2 turns. And if they spend a turn just putting out their... Oh, They get rid of my boss. Do I want to get my boss back? I think I do. This seems a little bit greedy. But I want my boss back. I want to start making 1/1 goblins. I want to go super wide. With my army of 1/1s. And as long as they don't have a board wipe, I think it's going to be pretty hard for them to deal with what I'm doing. Especially if I get a nice attack off next turn with the Tajic as well. So, okay, Sythis, and you have a follow-up? Rex Sage. Oh. We're just trading this Legion War boss back and forth. Poor fella. Alright, alright. That's fine. And I miss my land. Well, I guess I'm getting in with Zev. Only Zev. I really want to pump up this Hopeful Initiate because remove 2+1/+1 counters from creatures you control, destroy target enchantment. I could get my Legion War boss back. Alright, if I go out with the Mind Stone, I can go out with the Thraben Inspector, and then I can pop the Clue. I could have done it no matter what. And then maybe I draw a land here. It is a land. Okay, so Tajic coming out next turn. You know what? Let's commit everything to the field. It's super fine. A bunch of 1/1s and 1/2s and 1/3s are fine. Okay, 2 mana. Potentially 3. They have a land drop here. But this is going to be a pretty good attack. Actually, I didn't need to hit that land drop. I don't know what I was thinking. I do have Tajic, or sorry, the Mind Stone. Oh, Sythis getting that is actually not too bad. Okay, I don't really know what the play is other than maybe just Tajic and go super wide. I can't use the Hopeful Initiate, unfortunately. It's just really awkward the way it works out because I do have to pay 3 mana to be able to remove 2. But I can't attack in with anything that will pump up anything. I could just play it super safe and put out the Bounty Hunter or Bounty Agent. But I think it's probably better to go Tajic. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe it was the Bounty Agent. And then I could have killed Sythis on the following turn. Because now I want to attack. Is it worth attacking? I'm going to lose things. I don't necessarily want to lose things. But I will also pump up the Zev. But the Tajic will just die to the Dryad. And I don't really want Sexy Dryad to kill my Tajic. I love this card. Right when it came out, I grabbed 4 of them. Stupidly, I grabbed 4 of them when they were overpriced. I think I paid like 15 or 16 bucks for each one. I don't know why I was so adamant about getting this card in my collection when it first released with Theros. I never played it. I just thought it was awesome, and I thought it was a card that was just going to keep going up and up and up. It probably will, but actually I don't know what the price on it is now. I wonder. Oh. So things have gone real bad. Tajic costs 7. Oh. Huh. I don't know why I thought that disappeared, but it didn't. So I probably should have just left Tajic underneath that if I had known that I was going to draw the Shatter Skull Smashing. I can do it X2, or I can save it. For next turn, do X4. Yeah, we'll save it. Maybe this Bounty Hunter, it can get a permanent that is legendary. I can get artifact creature, so I just want to kill Sythis, I guess. Can you believe that? Yeah, of course they were going to do that. I don't know why I didn't put that together when I saw it, but yeah. Crazy. I also thought that this sacrifices whenever enchanted player. Okay, as Curse of Silence enters the battlefield, choose a card name. They chose Tajic. Spells cost 2 more. I paid that. or I did that once. Whenever enchanted player casts a spell with the chosen name, you may sacrifice. Oh, you may. I see. You may sacrifice it to draw a card. They chose not to sacrifice it. I honestly just learned something. I didn't realize that you could just leave Curse of Silence on the field and keep benefiting from that. Very cool card. Not gonna really kill too much. I could get rid of this, but it's pretty weak. A pretty weak play. I could Shatter Skull Smashing for X4 again, taking out Sythis and the Rex Sage, I suppose. That's probably best. All right, let's do that. Oh, I can do Planeswalkers. Hang on. I should kill my boy over there, Calyx. Okay. Change of plan. We'll do that. So this is okay. This is fine. I still don't have a good attack, though. Don't have a good attack at all. Okay. Pass it over to them. I don't know what I need. I need Tajic not to cost 8 is what I need. Poor fella. Also, Heliod Suncrown hitting the field is probably not going to be a great way to help me get anywhere in this game with a bunch of 1/1s. Yeah, they put their Sentinel Eye there. Okay. I think I'm only going to see, another 1/1. You know what? I think I know when I'm beat, and I'm going to toss in the towel here, because this is not going anywhere. They're drawing so many cards. They're going to get so much value. Move on from this. It's fine. It happens. What can you do? Oh, no. Oh, no. Not again. Sythis is so popular. And no lands. Basically no lands. All right. I'll keep this. I think the last game actually illustrates pretty well why I don't necessarily like playing aggro, especially for videos. I think if I'm playing casually, it's not a big deal, but these kind of aggro games are only going to go one of two ways. I'm going to have a really awesome start and just kind of roll over the opponent, or I guess it goes three ways. The second way is I stumble and I can't get anything going. Might end up getting land screwed in this game. We'll see how it ends up going, but we'll try it. Or the opponent can put down a wall and I literally just can't get in. We'll put out Radha. Or not Radha. Radha is somebody else. This is Rahilda. And if I can get in with a Rahilda, it's going to be awesome. This Heliod's intervention, I wasn't thinking, that is going to blow this game wide open. This thing, destroy... Look at this card. Destroy X target artifacts and or enchantments. They're going to load up the field with their enchantment creatures, and I'm just going to go berserk. That'll just be a concede. All right. So they do have the ability to play out their Sythis, but they choose not to. What? Thopter arrest? Dirty, dirty, dirty. Okay. Should I actually go with the Heliod's intervention now? This Sanctum Weaver is going to produce so much mana. I think it's actually a big problem. I could go Sanctum Weaver and Wolf Willow Haven and really cut off their mana sources. I think that's probably the best way to do this. Yeah. I could also, I was thinking about attacking it with the Tajic and bluffing the first strike. But I think I'm fine just being a coward and doing that. No attack. Next turn, Thalia's Lieutenant, pump everything up. Hopefully them cutting them off from white is going to be enough to just win the game. Do I want to pump up the Thalia's Lieutenant or do I want to pump up the Shield Breaker? Let's do this. Having another body on the field is probably okay. Okay. Get in with Tajic. Hold the Life's Bounty back. I'd rather have it protecting than to possibly trade with the 2/2 Wolf. Maybe the attack there was better. Okay. Oh, what a good draw. Okay. We'll do this. I mean, they have choices. Okay. Yeah. I could save the Thalia's Lieutenant, or I could just... you know what? I think it's worth it to give it pro-green, because I do have 2 more cards in hand that are going to save my field. Glorious Protector enters the battlefield. You may exile any number of non-angel creatures until Glorious Protector leaves. So if there's a board wipe incoming, I can just flash it in. And then Guardian of Faith, similar thing, phase out for a little while. They find their white source, which is scary. I guess did they just find it when they played out the Hardened Scales? Probably they drew a card off Enchantress's Presence, and that's what happens. Still, they're down to 7 life. I might actually be incentivized just to flash out the Glorious Protector. Ooh, what does this mean? What does this mean? All right. Let's give it to the Shield Breaker. Cast out. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have read that. Which means I should have done better. Should have done better. Okay, let's protect the Shield Breaker. Sure. Down to 1. You know what? I'm gonna go wide. These decks, I don't think they play Miss Lethal again. I don't think they play board wipes. It should be fine. Even if they do play a board wipe, this Shield Breaker is not phasing back in until my next turn. So phase out. What is phase out? Anything. Start of the controller's next turn. Cool. So got beat down by Sythis. Came back for revenge. A little sloppy. All these games are gonna be sloppy. Just accept that. If you came to watch my video expecting tight gameplay, what are you doing with your life? Just be realistic. Things are going to be sloppy. I'm going to muddle my way through all these games. Yeah. Next one. Hey, Nicol Bolas is back. Getting some varied games in this video. All right. Opening hand looks cool. Captain Eberhardt is a neat card. I actually haven't played this card very often. Wondering how it's going to perform. All right, get to lead off on the plains. Play with my raccoon for a bit. This guy's so cute. Only 3 positions, though. They could have done a little bit better with that. All right, Captain Eberhardt to the field. It does have double strike, so it works pretty darn well with Tajic. And the opponent doesn't seem to have anything. I may as well put out a Shadow Spear. It's free, after all. And you know what? Let's get old Taji onto the field. That's some pretty good turn 3 damage there. Hopefully they don't have something disastrous. What would be disastrous? You know what? Murderous Rider is okay in my book. So, I suppose the play is going to be Arcane Signet and then Thalia's Lieutenant. Pump up the Taji ever so slightly and get in for another 4 damage. Down to 12 already. And yeah, I got a little bit of reach with the Lightning Bolt here. They do have their mana coming down pretty nicely for this Nicol Bolas. But I think I would rather... So this is going to be... I can equip this as well, right? So that's 2. I don't have enough. Can't do everything. So this is still going to be 6 damage going in. 6. Yes, this makes sense. Okay. So here's the plan. They're going to play Nicol Bolas next turn. They're going to kill Tajic. So I'm going to deal 6 damage to them this turn. They'll kill my Tajic next turn. Then on the following turn, I will lightning bolt them and equip the Shadow Spear onto the Thalia's Lieutenant and finish the game. They didn't have the proper mana for Nicol Bolas, I don't think. I think Nicol Bolas is 3 black. They had 2 blue sources. Unfortunate for them. Still, hey, that was a pretty good plan. It sounded pretty convincing, didn't it? Like, almost like I knew what I was doing. Next one. All right, a little bit of Goblin action coming down. At the end of that last game, while I was rattling on about things, I had a thought. I would love to ask, how much effort do you put into playing Magic? When you're playing the game, you're going through the motions, you're figuring out your turn or whatnot. How much mental effort are you actually putting? Are you 100% focused on the game? Or are you, you got something going on in the other monitor, you're watching a little bit, something over there. I really wonder, how focused are you? Let's get the Aspirant out. It'll be a better blocker than the Farmhand. Farmhand she'll go down later. But yeah, I wonder. I definitely there are some days where I'm playing Magic and I'm really focused on it and I trying to think things out, plan things. I don't necessarily always get to that point though when I'm playing this game. I think a lot of the times I'm just kind of willy-nilly at it. At least I'd like to believe I'm doing that. But the game obviously has so many lines to it, so much nuance to it that you do have to pay quite a bit of attention to the game. But I wonder how much effort everybody actually puts into it. Let's put out that pathway on white. I have a lot more white in this deck than I have red. And now I have a choice. Do I go Tajic or do I go Reckless Stormseeker? Tajic ends up being a little bit more damage in the long run. So I guess that's probably what I'll end up doing. I do have to be aware of the Skirt Prospector and it generating enough mana to get this Muxus onto the field. They're up to 5 now. No, 6. They can sacrifice. Yeah, he sacrifices himself and they get a Muxus on the field. Hopefully Muxus completely whiffs. Muxus a little bit weaker in Historic Brawl than it is in other formats, that's for certain. And I guess I'm going to be banishing lighting. Do I banishing light Muxus? Yeah, I guess so. I think Muxus is actually, well, he's a big attacker. That would be attacking him for 6, so plus maybe more if they have other goblins. So maybe I do need to get it off the field, but it is an annoying card either way. Sigrid, another card that is pretty awesome. Glad it's a human. First strike, protection from gods. Not really too relevant, but yeah, missing lands, not cool. And this Krenko just making a whole bunch of babies. Okay, let's get in with Tajic. If they want to put blockers in front of it, I can give Tajic first strike. They choose not to. Am I Sigrid onto the Krenko? I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Certainly they're going to be attacking with Krenko again. Exile up to 1 target attacking or blocking creature until Siggy leaves the field. And they have the land drops for the Muxus. So I think this is probably just game over. It's probably hard for my deck to do well against the goblins. They're just going to have so many ways of blocking my aggression for quite a while. Let's do this. I don't think it actually generates anything. I'm kind of... Oh, it does make 3. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping that it would be 0 power. But yeah, they have obviously a good thing. I hit the land finally for the cast out. Is it already too late though? No, maybe it's okay. I got to get rid of Muxus. Maybe I didn't need to get rid of Muxus there. No attacks. Hold back Siggy with first strike is going to be okay. Goblin Chain Whirler is a problem. Although hopefully it hits the field before Thalia's Lieutenant gets on the field. Sure. Alright, well. Yeah. Yeah, what do you have to really say other than, yeah, that's the way it goes. Do they have enough damage for lethal? It's close. May as well kill that. It's all the same. And it pretty much doesn't matter what I do from here. Okay. Hey. Next one. I think I got a couple more in me. Niv-Mizzet, sure, why not? Bring on Niv. It's cool. Not a big deal. Thalia, probably going to be okay against Niv, and I really like the Bounty Agent. Cool art. Never actually take the time to sit down and look at that one, but I really do like that art. Wonder what this monster is. I wonder if it's referencing another card in Magic. I think they often like to do that in Magic. Temple is okay as far as lands go. Ooh. Chance for Glory is so fun. I can't do it. I can't keep it. I had a couple of fun wins with Chance for Glory while testing out this deck. Just getting an extra turn, you know, it's a great little thing to do. Croxy, I think I'm fine taking 3 damage. I need to keep the action, obviously. And I guess it's going to be a Captain Eberhardt. Found another land anyways. So, Eberhardt taxing the opponent ever so slightly, and then again, if I can get Tajic onto the field, it'll be a pretty good curve with Eberhardt into Taji. But people always got that removal going, don't they? Let's put Thalia onto the field. Tax their non-creature spells ever so slightly, and then go from there. So Niv-Mizzet's coming probably next turn. I got to imagine they have perfect mana for it. Because why wouldn't they? Yeah. Oh yeah, they do. They do. So because of that, I'm kind of feeling I should just go out with the Bounty Agent. It can kill Niv-Mizzet. And I can also get the Farmhand onto the field. And maybe flip the Farmhand at some point. I will be able to get Coven if I get Tajic onto the field. But my mana, it's pretty mana intensive. Not feeling too good about this one. I feel like I'm running into some real decks. Tajic's probably up to the task. It's a good deck. Human Tribal. It's not bad. They find some pretty good stuff. And by pretty good, I mean really good. That's a lot. Oh my god. Why do they make a 6/6 flying dragon that draws 5 cards? Obviously, it's not consistently drawing 5 cards, but it just did draw 5 cards. That's disgusting. And yeah, okay. So Bounty Agent, getting rid of old Nivy. That is not too bad. And then Tajic, I don't read this too often, but prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. I am going to put Tajic onto the field, and then that Deafening Clarion, it will deal some damage, but it's not going to be murdering my field, actually. Only Taji. May as well get the Shadow Spear out as well. So I have to imagine they're going to Deafening Clarion. Now, if they have a land drop, they can Assassin's Trophy, Tajic, and then... No, that doesn't really work. They have to get rid of that. Thalia is annoying for them. The tax. And then I can just play out Tajic next turn. Yeah, okay. Cool. Ooh, Aurelia. Aurelia is actually quite interesting. I kind of like Aurelia better because it doesn't have haste. They'll have to deal with it. It's going to be dealing some damage. Let's put this on Thalia. Pump up Thalia. Get in for 7. It's okay. I'm all right with that. Now they have to do something pretty big this turn. And it's killing Thalia. That's not the worst at all. No, let's go get a basic plains. They only have 2 mana left. They don't have decisive. Oh, I think we get it. Cool. Love beating up on Niv-Mizzet. Maybe counting things in my way, you know, the victory a little bit too early, but we'll see. I think it's fine. Rip apart. So this goes onto the field. Nice. Oh, yes. Hate Niv-Mizzet. Get out of here, you busted card. One more? I think it's one more. Yeah, one more. All right, final game. Hopefully, oh my god, it's the mirror. I actually just conceded the last game because it was against another Sythis deck, and I'm so tired of Sythis. I don't want to see it anymore. All right, I got a big decision to make here. Do I risk drawing a land? I could go out turn 1, escort, and then turn 2, Thalia's Lieutenant or Arms Scavenger if I hit the land. If I don't hit the land, things get really bad. I don't think I'm feeling particularly lucky, so I'm going to go out with the Sundown Pass. I hope I don't get too badly punished for it. Hopeful initiate from the opponent. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Scavenger onto the field. That should have been greedy. Should have been a greedy fella. Okay. Could give Tajic hexproof. Yeah, let's do this. I'll grab this. I don't think I'm going to be casting out either one of these cards. Wow. Really? All the lands. So do I just go Tajic now and like slam in? But they will certainly... No, I can't do that. What I can do is slam with the Arms Collector. They can put the Hopeful Initiate in front of the 1/1, that's fine. But I think if I build the board, it'll be a little bit better. And they can't really attack in with their Tajic if I have an Adeline on the field. Wow, I did not expect that. But I guess that's actually the play because now they can attack in with the Tajic. Okay. Yeah, good play. Opponent has more experience with Taji than I do. I suppose I will be putting it there. So now we're just going to be we're just bashing on each other's faces at this point now. Okay. Escort. Tajic. Oh, this... It was a mistake. Yeah, I should... I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe if I didn't put out the escort, I could have put +1/+1 on Adeline. Before it would have made the 1/1, it would have gone up to a 4/4 anyways, but it probably would have been a little bit cleaner. So they put out the Loyal Warhound. Loyal Warhound's super cool too. I'm not sure if it's still in my deck. I think I actually cut it from the deck because number 1, it's not a human. Number 2, it has 3 power. Again, that 3 power is a very awkward thing. Next turn, I guess what I'm going to be doing is certainly Thalia's Lieutenant. I'm not sure if I'm going to giant kill something or try to hold off on the giant killer because 4 power, they might not actually get anything up to 4 power. Making me nervous, Raccoon. Calm down. What's going on? Just go get a plains. Basic plains. You have literally no choice to make here. Basic plains. Come on, Hippo. Maybe it crashed their game. So Sythis, I can't remember if I said this. I said it in the game. I was thinking about keeping the Sythis game in this video, and I just decided after a few turns, I'm like, you know what? I don't need 3 games of Sythis in this video, and I just conceded and I moved on. But I had mentioned in that video that we're going to see a lot more Sythis in Brawl when Kamigawa comes out in a couple of days. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get this video out on time for that, or I'll probably try to put it out before Kamigawa. But what? Oh, that's not interesting. All right, well, I guess it's kind of good for me. Yeah, let's attack. Sure. Mentor onto that. I should not have attacked with the escort, and I certainly should not have. I just bunged all this up. It's fine. I don't care. When Kamigawa comes out, they're going to introduce shrines, and when they introduce shrines, well, I also don't know why I shocked in the Sacred Foundry. I thought something cost 3. The opponent not going to get that plains really threw me off, and now I'm just playing very carelessly because I'm more talking about my plans for this video. I'll be putting this video out whenever, probably before Kamigawa, before shrines come, before Sythis is everywhere, and before Lost Ark releases. It hopefully should be releasing in a couple of hours. I'm not going to be staying up for that because it'll be releasing at like 2 a.m. my time, and don't want to deal with that. This is a real shame. I really wonder what happened to my opponent's Loyal Warhound, because now they just took lethal damage and died. Strange days. And I should probably cut this video, but it's getting late and I actually have some things I have to do. So, wrap up. All right, so that was Boros aggro with Tajic in Historic Brawl. Hope you enjoyed those games. I thought they were a little bit personally. Aggro in Historic Brawl is not really my cup of tea, even though I love playing aggro in Ranked. I think it's not really appropriate when it comes to Brawl or EDH formats, especially one-on-one. If you're playing competitively, I'm sure it's a really good deck to bring to a table, but when you're trying to make interesting, fun content, there's not a whole lot there, in my opinion. You kind of just run over your opponent, or you can't do anything and the game's over. But I did make this for a friend, and I hope he enjoyed that. I'm sure he will let me know. Yeah. Next video is probably going to be Kamigawa oriented. I haven't actually looked at any of the spoilers for Kamigawa, so I had no idea, other than we are getting shrines. That's the only thing that I did see. So I'm sure there's a lot to look forward to. I don't know if the next video I'm going to make is for regular Historic or if it'll be more Historic Brawl. There should be a whole bunch of commanders, so hopefully that is something to look forward to. Anyways, that's it for this week. This is the end of it. I hope you have a good weekend and a good week and all those other good things. Take care of yourself and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.